Black is in the building. Zeke Black is in the building. I know this is a late night joint, man, but I got to touch on this, man. You see what I'm saying? Because I get these comments, and I like to I like to feed out the community in the comments. You know what I'm saying? You see, I'm in my back. This is also in my building. You know what I'm saying? This is where we had wifey birthday party. It was crazy. It was insane. It was out of control, out of its mind. But this is the joint where I live at. Is there too much New York Damu business on the net? Well, we could say yeah, we could say no. Because before YouTube, we had Facebook, we had IG, we had other sites that was definitely a lot of Damu, salute John Shaft, that a lot of New York or just Damu arguing. There was sites, when I first came home from jail 2011, was popping Dope Boy Fresh, where there was a lot of Damu information being leaked and arguments, people arguing online, you know what I'm saying? I forgot the name of the site, but it was another site. It was a site where all the homies was on. It was crazy, you know what I'm saying? You had Facebook pages that was going crazy. You had, you know what I'm saying? You had groups. You had the Damu groups on Facebook that was crazy. I remember you had the Brim on. It was crazy. The New York Brims arguing with the West Coast Brims. A lot of that energy, salute, a lot of that energy has transferred. A lot of the energy has transferred to, has transferred to YouTube. Now, when it comes to YouTube, see, a lot of y'all civilians, a lot of y'all that probably never been in New York State jail, may not realize, especially on YouTube, is what goes on in the S block. You know what I'm saying? A lot of so you have a bunch of people that's neutrals, civilians, ops that hear all this blood stuff that's sitting in the cell. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it is cyberbanging, and the S block is cell banging. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what you hit in real life. You hit it on the nose. It's cyberbanging. In jail, we call it jail banging. Being a cell gangster. So this is what happens in S block. But a lot of y'all may not know because you may not have been in those situations. Now, is it wrong for the homies when they tell their stories? Salute peoples. Yes, yo, salute Wise Brim. Hell yeah, we can do good as better people because I believe you tell your story where you've come from and then you can talk about where you at now or where, salute the wife, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm in my building actually. This is my building. This is a party room. This is where you have an event. Like we had wifey's birthday party here. This is in my building. This is where, you know what I'm saying? This is just another part of my building. They do events here, parties. We got the pool table. We got we got this. We got the couch for the TV. You know what I'm saying? We got the table for the food. You know what I'm saying? When you pay that rent, you get all the amenities. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This is where we have. This is my building. I'm in my building. You know what I'm saying? And I just think you tell your story who you are. Definitely. I appreciate that in real life. You tell your story who you are, and then you go on to where you're trying to get to. Now, a couple of things was said to me in the comments. There's been a miscommunication that's out there. Shout out to Old Bossy Cafe. I like what he's doing. Bossy is not creating 1090 shit. Bossy's just interviewing guys. She's getting in tune with journalism. A lot of you guys are taking what he's doing as cloud chasing, as him going in on alleged big homies. He's not. He's just, if there's a situation with a homie, okay, I bring you on my platform and we can talk about it. Now, that's just, maybe he made it seem like that in the beginning, but now he's going someplace else with it. And this is what happens with everybody else. After a while, you get good with your craft. And there's a lot of people that he done pissed off, but that's just life. Not gonna make everybody happy. Now I'm getting to what I'm getting to now. You know what I'm saying? That comment that I wrote had nothing to do with Bossy. I don't talk to Bossy. Bossy don't speak to me. You know what I'm saying? I only asked the comment because I was in this, and this is what I mean about this is how arguments get created. And then this is how, like he said, like Bossy said, the word games, schematics. Now, I don't know Tankhead, but I was supposed to be in a situation with Tankhead. You understand what I'm saying? I was supposed to see, y'all didn't know that. That name I asked was doing something with Tankhead. So there's been 3 stories about how that went all wrong. Like Tankhead said, he couldn't write nobody. He had to have somebody else write somebody. So the information I got in the kite from somebody else, because he couldn't do it when he was in upstate. Now you understand what I'm saying? So when I asked that question about what's up with such and such, it's because I wanted to know what's up with such and such, because that situation went all the way sour. In that situation, people could have got hurt in the streets. You understand what I'm saying? And it wasn't a slander campaign, and it wasn't for nobody to get defensive and create a narrative like people are trying to hate and cause. That's what you call real deception. Because you don't want me to talk about the situation. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? You know what I mean? And it's like, that's crazy. Like, how do you sit there and just totally forget that you and the same man that I just asked the situation what was about to do a situation that was gonna involve me in the streets. Now you see, go find some legal shit to do. Because I don't know Tankhead. So that was my opportunity to ask him. Now, when Bossy seen that, he seen the comment, that's something to ask. Yo, he want to know about such and such. Tankhead said how he said it. You understand what I'm saying? And we gotta stop going with the remixes, man. Yo, they trying to slander my name. Yo, these dudes is doing too much. Yo, it was a calculated coward move. And it was none of that, bro. The coward move in that is you didn't want Tankhead to say you didn't want Tankhead to say what you really wanted him to say. But Tankhead is just, nobody tried to trap between 2 trap doors. That's what I mean, man. That's where this game goes wrong at. You gotta stop trying to manipulate yourself out your own history. One thing about this media thing, right? You know what I'm saying? Thank you, real life. One thing about this media thing is whatever energy you put out there, people are looking. So if your content is based off of you being the real one, people are gonna look to tear that down. If you're just looking to give content about life, then okay, you good money. But when you start putting, it depends on the content that you put in these streets is what you get back. You know what I'm saying? So if you tell a story, but don't tell 90% of the only story, then what happens? I appreciate that. Then somebody's gonna pick at that. So let's stop because outside looking in, yo, what's poppin', Harlem Double? Outside looking in, you think because you got a couple of people that sub to you, a couple of strong followers in those comments, is what make you. No, people are laughing at you. Look, he made content for us. A lot of these guys that follow you that's not from the streets are gamers. And you can tell just by the things that they're saying. You can read by the comment, oh, he ain't from the block. he ain't from New York State, or he ain't from where we came from. They can tell in the comment. Those are the people that you're jumping out the window, running your mouth for. You know what I'm saying? Seriously speaking, if we're gonna talk about helping the people, if we're gonna speak about us winning as a people, then we have to be honest, right? It's an honest question. If I was at Oprah Winfrey and P. Diddy sitting right there, and I get up and I go, yo, Puff, I want to ask you a question, man. I was with Black Rob one night at a club called Mansion in Mount Vernon, and he didn't look too well. Do you have an insurance? Did you have an insurance plan for Black Rob? Those are questions to ask, man. This is the media. When you're in this media game, if it's YouTube, you don't think it's serious. This is serious. It's what you put out there. If your whole monologue is about who you are and the realist, then people are gonna pick at that. So when they see a flaw, they're gonna ask about the flaw. Yo, it is. See, they said you got punched in the face in '88 and you ran. Of course, okay, I can't get mad at that because I put myself out there. RP Black Rob. I just giving you a good example. So now the comments is just like me being at Jerry Springer. Yo, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. Stop trying to hide from your past. There's nothing to hide from your past. You know what I mean? Stop trying to manipulate your past. And this is what's happening with the YouTube thing. The YouTube thing is that you get some people that donate to you. Those are the people that's not helping you because they make you look stupid on camera. You thinking, well, I got $30 in donations. I just said some real shit. You didn't say nothing that was real, bro. These people want to look. You're looking stupid on the outside looking in. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying this as a gangster because I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? It was a simple question that got 20 videos off this shit. I just created well, Bossy created an album, whatever you want to call that word, because I asked a question. And then it's like, yo, and these dudes, and I want to, why dudes got to be a bozo, this and the third? Because somebody asked Tankhead a question that really was important. It was an important question to ask Tankhead. I believe, right? Remember, I was a part of that, the whole let's unite together with the comrades, remember? I sent my little man over there. My little man said he ain't feel comfortable when he pulled up on them in East New York. My little man said, "Yo, Zeke, man, I pulled up on them, and it seemed like it was like some funny. It was too funny. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? So this is so that's what I'm asking the question for, because I sent my man. Yes, because I sent my little man over there. And my little man felt like, yo, son, it was weird because you're saying one thing about the situation, then went another way. So now I'm asking about the situation. Because that was my man's son I sent over there. So what was so offensive about the question if Tankhead never answered it? That's the part that's even more crazy. So now you sit there and you put together the whole conspiracy theory in your head. Yo, bro, you're not even my bro, but yo, this is what I mean. You can't get on this Anchorman shit. you can't be the Anchorman. And the content is about you being real, but we're watching your flaws because you get 2-3 donations. I'm just giving you a good example. That's just an example of what goes on. Another thing that goes wrong is a lot of you guys got to stop sending shots at other dudes through other channels. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to stop doing that. Y'all have to stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these shots you getting some dudes that stand around you all day that's going to go in somebody's inbox and go, yo, I got this information. Because you know how many people sent me stuff on Disco? You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Yo, peace, Buffalo. Do you know how many people sent me stuff on Disco? Yeah, exactly. But there's a lot of dudes that's in that box, or that was in the box that know about that. Salute, Eastside Boy. Why? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And that's what helped that content go crazy. You know, and ain't no fun. Tankhead did it like you know what I'm saying? It wasn't, because that interview wasn't about him and that man. His interview with Boss was about him. See what I mean? You talk about yourself or your situation. Yo, he could have sat there and went crazy. Oh yeah, he got some shit though. You know what I'm saying? He got a whole bunch of stories. He said a couple of things, but believe me, y'all don't want that man to get really mad. You know what I'm saying? We don't want him to get mad. You know what I'm saying? This is my first live in the basement. Wife always tell me, come down to the basement, do a live. Start doing the live in the crib. We're gonna start playing pool down here. We're gonna do the lives, but a lot of times I gotta do it this time because people that come downstairs. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is, man. Do I think Bossy's doing a great job? Of course. Do I believe that he's doing a good job? Yes. Do I think Scheme does a good job? Yes. It's just you have to focus up sometime, you know what I'm saying? You know, yo, and that's just how he look at it, bro. Now, we can't get mad that when a guy says that, bro. That's how he feel. We're going to be, if he, see, a lot of times, just because somebody put in work, we try to make them official. Being somebody that put in work does not make you official. I know dudes that never put no work in but are official. You understand what I'm saying? Dudes that never shot nothing, cut nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then I know dudes that, And then I know dudes that put in a bunch of work and nobody cared for them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm doing a stream yard real soon. I'm doing a stream yard real soon. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, because I'm trying to hook it up now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm about to do the stream yard too, because I want to have some good dialogue. You know what I'm saying? This information, like this questions I do want to ask, other than this gang shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to ask, how do people really feel about this police brutality stuff? You know what I'm saying? Eric Harris was spot over spot. You know what I'm saying? It's I don't know what's about the bossy. Said the one about bossy respecting you. It's not. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he should. Like, in all reality, I don't know. I don't respect nobody I don't know. I don't know him personally. He knows the people I do know, like my man Velly and all of them. You know what I'm saying? That's his homies. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know him personally, so I don't think he should have a respect for me. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know. I never seen it. But how do you feel about the police, the police brutality? It's just because to me, it looked like the police ain't stopped. It seemed like there's something crazy in the air, bro. Yo, stretch on. You got a good point right there. But when you go to the net first with that, then that's the game plan we're gonna play. You understand what I'm saying? You can't shoot at me and I go, now I'm not gonna shoot back. So if you run to the internet with a story, it's only for me to come back at you with the same story. You just gotta be thick skinned. See, when your skin ain't thick enough, then why play on the net? I think that'd be dope. I think that'd be dope for the culture because they don't have a beef. It's just words. That'd be dope for the culture. Him and Bossy sitting down having a conversation because they don't have a real beef. It's just a difference of, yo, I seen a video and what you think about this, and boom, come on my platform and we can have a conversation about it. They do it all the time, man. Charlamagne the God do it all the time. To these $1 million rap dudes, right? When we hear about Charlamagne, he was going crazy on them. Yeah, definitely. Exactly, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know Bossy to respect me, so I don't expect him to respect me. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see us win, and transfer a lot of this energy to something positive. You dig what I'm saying? You gotta have thick skin. Let me tell you something. Boss Lee didn't disrespect Disco. You don't know why? Because Disco went back on his platform after he put up the video. So it wasn't about disrespect. Disco knew he messed up. Before Disco made that live phone call with me and him was talking on the phone, bro. He said, Zeke, you know what, man? I messed up, bro. That's what a grown man says. He says, Zeke, I messed up, bro. I'm gonna take. I'm not. I gotta accept that I messed up. I gotta accept it, bro. And I said, you know what? I respect that. So you're gonna show the people that every action don't deserve a crazy reaction because you understand that you was wrong. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So now you understand what I'm saying? When a person speaks out of emotion, they say anything because they try to paint a picture when the picture wasn't there. Like, well, you did that. Well, how about you? See that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, we good people because I'm not here for the shenanigans. Remember, I come from $1 million blocks. I don't come from, yo, I'm your friend and I line you up, get you robbed. I don't come from, I leave your door open and dudes went up in your crib and tied you up. I don't come from, yo, let's go rob this dude. I don't come from that. I didn't grow up around those type of dudes. None of my friends got high. None of my friends, we wasn't sniffing coke. We wasn't smoking wools. We wasn't doing, you know what I'm saying? We just wanted to get money and be fresh. We was drinking a whole lot of 40 ounces. We wasn't into nothing that made us become young thieves at a young age. We wasn't squeegeeing in cars. You know what I'm saying? But again, back to the question: what do y'all feel about the police? Do y'all feel the police is going to change? So I think the only change we're going to have in the police is we have to put in. We need more of us to be cops. You know what I'm saying? And not just more of us from the suburbs, more from the hood that understands the hood, that can get into their heads. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? That people are humans, man. Y'all got these laws, right? Now the state of Missouri is a big state. It's a gun state. All the crime happens in these big cities. It's like 4 or 5 in the state of Missouri. It's 4 or 5 black neighborhoods. Everything else is rural or where the money's at. You understand what I'm saying? So they gonna now what I'm saying is where I'm at, in where like where I'm at, it's a gun state. All the killings in this state happens in St. Louis. But St. Louis is on the tip. The rest of the state of Missouri is rural. So these people are getting money off of us going to jail. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because off of that's how they do it. North St. Louis looked like Harlem in the 80s. Police ain't out there. It actually look like The Wire, bro. Like, yo, son, it really do like The Wire. North St. Louis, there's no cops, there's none of that. You know what I'm saying? And that's funny you said that, man. That a young black man become a cop. That's a fact. That's why I had this conversation, man. Because we do that, we judge for all the wrong reasons, but then we're not putting ourselves in a position of power. Let me tell you something that's crazy, right? You want to know what I learned with the Puerto Ricans in my projects is the Puerto Ricans in my projects, right? They was cool with Tenant Patrol. And I never understood that. Like, my man would tell me on certain days, now I'm chilling, the block, you know what I'm saying? The block is hot. Yo, we shutting down, I never used to understand, like, I bet. And then over the years, somebody told me a secret. He said, yo, Zeke, I had somebody on Tenant Patrol, bro. So, police from the precinct would come to Tenant Patrol meetings and tell them who they're looking for, who's hot, what's going on. Yo, is the block hot? And then they'll tell them, yo, listen, they're making too much noise and building, you know what I'm saying? For the 36, stop making noise, yo. Stop being in the lobbies at this time. And then we'll clean that up. And this is how my block never caught a fucking federal raid, a state raid, nothing. They might have kicked in a couple of good doors, but that's how my block was able to be one step ahead of the game because they had an insider that was Tenant Patrol allegedly. Was popping. You understand what I'm saying? When you have somebody who's like, wait a minute, all right, boom, boom. So my projects, which was allegedly $1 million projects. Oh yeah, definitely could be a registered gun holder without being a cop. You know what I'm saying? I told you I'm in a gun state. They throwing that around crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? I can't become one because I'm a felon, but they're definitely throwing it around. You know what I'm saying? I just think that we got to put ourselves in more position. You know what I'm saying? Feed the wolves, definitely. I just think that we gotta put ourselves in more position because it's getting crazy with this police thing. Like somebody said, yo, how can you talk about gang shit and they talk about real life shit because we're talking about the past, but we can't talk about the future because there are a lot of open cases. Somebody did say that. Like a lot of times when dudes be online, they bring up the open cases and dudes that's fighting for their freedom now. And a lot of things that might be said in the comments might get somebody caught up because, oh yeah, remember when such and such happened? Because we already know that. We don't know who's watching what or who's taking information. So you have to be very careful on that. You know what I'm saying? I think that where we at in life, man, like it's just words. Now, you know what I'm saying? We have to, like I said the other day. You know what I'm saying? Like just like I said the other day, we have to get in control of our emotions because a lot of our problems is emotionally. And the second thing is we care what people think about us. I'm not gonna do this because I'm worried about what they got to say about me. Yo, my man Felix group around a bunch of Puerto Ricans that was getting a lot of paper. He became a CO. How many COs grew up in our neighborhoods that was on the block with us? You know what I'm saying? That was on the block with us, that went straight to boom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Gaming TV, because he thought that me and Bossley calculated a move and we said, and to bring his name up, and it had nothing to do with that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm happy that Bossley it created a great algorithm that caused for me not to be disrespectful, because I'm not gonna lie to you, thank you to Bossley for interviewing Tankhead. Because I explained the reason why I asked the question, because I was in a situation that almost involved, Tankhead, me involved. I sent my little man from the East, my man's son, to go link up with some of them, and it almost went all the way crazy. You know what I'm saying? My little man didn't feel comfortable. He felt like they kept, you know what I'm saying? And he was just like you know what I'm saying? That was my man's son. So I'm like, damn, son, I could have got my man's son caught up something crazy, and it happened to be that situation went sour. But salute, but only they could talk about that. And eventually it'll come to the net about what happened with them. Don't worry about it. It will come to the net, but it's not gonna come from me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because somehow I didn't get mad and go full throttle, but I didn't gas that up. That comment that I wrote was just being written. That wasn't no calculated move. We were trying to back somebody back against the wall. That's the, you know what I'm saying? That's just that. I have the right to answer that question, right? Because as like Tankhead said, I couldn't just write them. So I had to listen to two females explain this story to me about how it went all the way wrong. That was involved with the situation. You know what I'm saying? I asked him, he told me his version. I never got to hear Tankhead's version. I don't know Tankhead, you know what I'm saying? So now, he on live? Bet. Yo, Tankhead, what happened with you and such? It wasn't that from the going on, son. I just wanted to hear the story. That's my I had him at that point in time, you know what I'm saying? So boom, that's all I was. But yeah, like I said, my man Felix, right? 1090 Bobby, that's just what it is. Poison. Because it's what type of, yeah. Like you see what Tankhead's doing? He's doing Goon Chronicles. Shout out to Tankhead. You see his experiences in life. He's talking about Pappy Mason and boom, shit that he know. You know what I'm saying? He has a lot of information. He sat in the box for 20 years. That man has a lot of information on this cap. And people are gonna gravitate to it, and he's gonna win. It's just what you're doing. See, what he's doing is smart. He's not making his content about him. So he doesn't have to be this superhero. He doesn't have to sit around and talk smart about wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and we're gonna do this. He's just telling stories. He's doing basically what, he's basically doing what Glaze and the rest of them is doing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because people want to hear that. Because you want to know why? He was talking about his experience. A couple of guys that he ain't jacking that, I'm going to throw this out there. But just talking about his experience. Yeah, he was really on that type of time. And those are the stories that, he's always been famous. He's just been in the box. And and I can tell you, he could have sat, listen, let me tell you something. He has his own platform. He could have sat on his platform after the Bossy interview and went that paperwork season thing. He could have did that. I am not gonna lie to you. He could have did that, but he didn't do it. He didn't do it because that's not his purpose. Unless somebody gets him mad. Okay, now we on go now. We all gonna be disrespectful, you know what I'm saying? Because he knows that he has values to this. He knows that he sat in the box and got people attention. He know how to do it. The more he talked, the more people are gonna gravitate to it. Because he's trying to, hearing the man speak that realized some of his mistakes and accept it. It's like when I interviewed Twin. I remember Twin. I seen Twin one day. I'm gonna tell you something, man. Shout out to Mike Twin, man. It was a situation between my mans. You see it? Now look, situation. The last time I seen Mike Twin, it was a situation with my mans. I seen him on the corner on my block. Yo, Mike, what's up? Such and such. You and my man could dead that. He like, nah, Zeke, we ain't got nothing to do with this. That's us and them. See, my mans, yo, Zeke, you ain't got nothing to do with this. We got this. That's between us and them. I'm telling you some real shit. The last time I seen them, shit got crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? Gaming TV, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? But he got some paperwork on the situation that has nothing to do with him. You know what I'm saying? That I know about. This beef between them, that situation has nothing, it's somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You really want to make a difference, so he know coming out on the slandering campaign could get him nowhere, you know, because nobody's gonna listen to that. So Mike Twin, you know what I'm saying? And Mike Twin, something went crazy that day. My man got caught up. They got caught up. So I ain't speak to Mike Twin. After that, I went out of town, came back. Mike Twin got locked up for his situation. He did 17 years. So the first time I spoke to him after that was then. Yo, son, what's up? Other than that, yo, Zeke, was good, baby? Boom, boom, boom. Yo, my platform built it. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about this, talk about your experiences and where you're going now, and talk to at least one kid. And he called my show, man. Mike Twin is highly respected in my hood, like Rock City. But Rock City was doing something with my man. Let me tell you something. You see how that went? He was doing something with my man. Him and my man was partners. I don't know him and my man relationships. If you listen to Rock City's interview from Jeff, I don't mention my man and him, how you and him doing. I could have did that in clout. Yo, if I'd have brought my man up, that would have been in clout. That situation would have got crazy because I don't know these situations, so I stay out that lane. But me and Rock can have a conversation because I know you, Rock. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rock City, yo. Shout out to Jeff Mobb. Get in tune. Follow Rock City 115. You heard? You know what I'm saying? Definitely, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. I know how to have a conversation because the content's not about me. And that's where a lot of guys getting it mixed up. You're making yourself the content, so now you're allowing people to pick holes at you. I'm not the content. I'm going to tell you a story. If you don't think I'm talking facts, get in the comments, let's talk about it, and then who knows, I might make a show about it. That's why I did this show right now. You know why? Because there's a couple of comments, and I seen Bossy make a couple of videos, and it's like, I don't want to leave him out there for himself defending something that doesn't make sense. It wasn't a calculated coward move. I just learned that now, but it wasn't calculated coward move. It wasn't a bozo move. It wasn't none of that. It was just me asking Tankhead something, and that individual knew I was asking that question because I was in a situation dealing with Tankhead. That's all it was. So how does bozo and instigating and this time, how am I instigating something if I was in a situation that went sour between you two men? Nah, you know what I'm saying? It's just that's how it's being put out there. I can say this, man. You get what you put out on this internet. Like I told you, when you make yourself the content, then what Bossy's doing is he's realized this algorithm thing, you know what I'm saying? This algorithm thing is working. He's seen what just happened with disco. Wait a minute, that worked out. I got like, whoa. He know the views. See, we know the views. Y'all see some of the views. But YouTube holds views for like 48 hours. So who knows? On that Tankhead interviews, he may have 20, 30,000 views sitting somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? So he's sitting there going, I'm not gonna waste time arguing with dudes when right now my ratings is going up. Any video I put out, when I'm logging off to 1,000, 1,200. By the time it finished by Friday, I have 10, 15, 20,000 views. Why am I gonna waste time arguing with dudes? So now he's really not clout chasing, he's really interviewing dudes. If y'all wanna talk about such and such, let's get there. But as an interviewer, if you're interviewing, it's just like if I'm interviewing, it's just like Fed Magazine, right? I'm gonna tell you, what was the dopest thing about K Slay's interview with Alpo? What's the worst thing you ever did in your life? You think Alpo ain't tell him, yo, I'm gonna tell the world I killed Rich? That's one comment. Him saying he killed Rich, right? Created The Game Is Over, am I right? The Game Is Over, a movie called Paid in Full, countless YouTube videos about Alpo, Rich Porter mob style, right? That one comment, nobody cared about nothing else posted on that goddamn phone with K Slay. But that one thing he said, yo, I killed Rich. I regret killing Rich. Remember? You know what I'm saying? So he's not stupid. As a young boy, he like, yo, wait a minute. What? I'm gonna ask that question. Any of y'all could have asked that question if you knew about it. It could have been anybody in there. Yo, what's up with you and such and such? If they didn't know about the situation. So it was nothing personal. It was just a grab. Oh, wait a minute. There's a question to ask. But see, Tankhead just came home from jail, so you know jail dudes when they talking about something, they stay on that topic. And then what? I don't got time to entertain that. I'm telling you what I'm telling you now. You know what I'm saying? But Tankhead handled that well. He didn't go bad, and then whatever he said in the part two thing is just clear. And that's how he looked at it. And that's just what it is. You just, you know what I'm saying? The content ain't about the people. Now, do I think a lot of things that's playing a part to this are the trolls. We're not talking about the trolls that jump in here and be like, Zeke, you a clown. It ain't them. It's the trolls that donate, that like that negative energy. Yeah, you real no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, look how, look, you know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you something. You know what, Eric Harris? When you call somebody, everybody, emotional content is different. When you call somebody a coward, when you call somebody a bozo, when you call people out their name, they may forgive, but they may not forget. Exactly, he did, Van. Exactly, he brought him back to the world. And what's one of the main things he asked him? Tupac. What? So now we got to hear what? That's this what happened. We don't care about the rest of the story. We want to hear that one story. Because when you're following this hip hop thing, this is what you do. And for you guys that don't know, why did the Snow Billy interview work for? There's a couple of things he said that people are still saying to this day. He had sex with 6ix9ine's baby mother. Oh, that was crazy. Shotty was a thief. Exactly. It blew. Shotty's a confirmed thief. What happened? There's 30 videos out. Yeah, Shotty was a stick-up kid. Yo, Shotty was, he's a grimy dude. Yo, Shotty this, Shotty that. Yeah, my shot, you right. It's a fact, bro. Now, I'm appreciate all 4 of that's in here. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. Because when you're interviewing a certain genre of jail interviews, this is what comes out of it. But the only difference with this is, I believe if you're gonna speak about your life, you ain't gotta tell the world your whole life, but talk about the things that happen negatively to you before somebody jumps out the window and throw that out there about you. If you're trying to paint an image, you understand what I'm saying? And there's a way that you can present yourself without sounding soft. Like, prime example, you said Zeke Black down. Okay, Zeke Black, what was you doing in 88? I was getting some money. We had the block. We was doing such and such and such and such. Yo, what was you doing in 89? Boom, boom, boom. Yo, okay, well, did you ever get high? Never. You know what I'm saying? Did you ever steal a pack? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Did you ever owe anybody some money? Of course. You know what I'm saying? So then before I talk this high rose rich story, nobody want to jump out the way. Like, yeah, I know Zeke Black. He stole a pack from my man. Yo, I know Zeke Black. You see what I'm saying? You gotta forget. You have to understand that you're in the public eye. And this is why you try not to make the content about you being the most smartest, the most intelligent, most powerful, because you're creating a content that people will pick at, and it's just wait till somebody come out to expose one thing about you. As I say, expose. I'm being honest with you. I'm keeping it away your hundo. You know what I'm saying? Is it too much? So the S block mentality has come to YouTube. We can talk about the police brutality and doing the right thing. We do need more politicians. We need people that can sit on these juries, but we do need to get our skills up. We do need, I think, because it's like we're sitting down and we're watching A generation that got caught up in mass incarceration. I don't think a lot of us don't understand that. The guys that we speaking to came from the mass incarceration era. A lot of people ain't do 20 years, but a lot of us come from that era. You know, there's a lot of people dying. There's a lot of drug addiction. A lot of us come from drug-ridden houses. Don't think because I made a punch 2-3 guys in the face, or I may have had some miraculous runs. Like my mother wasn't getting high, may she rest in peace, and my pops wasn't around every day. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of us come from the same story, the same struggle. How many of us as kids was in shelters? I was on the shelter on 100th Street and Broadway. That was like the crack motel in the 80s. I'm lucky that we made it to the projects I moved to. You understand what I'm saying? I've been there before. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we can't be mad that we made it out. I'm gonna tell you something, man. You know what helped me? I used to love to read, man. I used to always read the encyclopedia, and I would write book reports about different countries. And that became something that your title mills I used to love to do, man. And I went to Norman Thomas, and I got a little distracted. Then I went to Albany High. But see, when I went to Albany, I was with my cousin, shout out to my cousin Passion, and we was doing the college thing. That was my first time experiencing being around a college crowd because my cousin went to college, SUNY Albany, but he was a Kappa Alpha Psi. So I was around a bunch of the futures of the world Kappas. Yeah. Like, son, I got my page. Follow me on IG, See Black Feed the Wolves. My man Hakeem and Fire. Shout out to Fire. That's my guy, Fire. I knew Fire since Fire was like 16. That's my man's brother. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's my man's brother, my man Fire. That's my man's brother. You know what I'm saying? That's my man's brother. You know what I'm saying? I knew Fire since boom. We was popping. That's my man's brother. My man Poochie and Bubbles, rest in peace. As long as I knew Fire, he been getting money. You understand what I'm saying? As long as I knew Fire. He used to be Fire, my man High and whatever. As long as I knew him. You know what I'm saying? I knew he's from Douglas there. Like, yo, from Douglas, but these are my brothers. My sister's Fire. Shout, you know what I'm saying? Free Fire. He in the feds, he got like 20-something years. That's how I knew about the dude Tone. You know what I'm saying? That's how I knew about the Red Top Crew. You know what I'm saying? My man Shaka, he from Douglas. But that's what I'm saying. It's just, dudes is Shaka. My man Shaka owns a painting company. He paints, he gets real contracts, and he hires his kids. He just sent his son, I think his son just went to the Navy or the Air Force. Yeah, you probably know my man Shaka. You know what I'm saying? That's great, right? You come from the streets, you do the right thing. He created a business that his sons work with him. But these aren't the stories that we want to talk about. Guys that made it out the streets. Guys that took a lot of money, that was able to go, you know what? Let me do something different. Yep. And he did the right thing, man. He's teaching his kids skills. You know what I'm saying? Teaching them how to work, you know what I'm saying? How he's building them up how to have a work ethic, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Richmond, Virginia, you know what I'm saying? And that's where we're getting at. So now when we get on the platform, and y'all can see these homies on these platforms, you could ask them a million things. Not just gangbang stuff, man. There's a million things, bro. What you think about police brutality? What do you believe about? Do you think we need? That's right. Shout out to the 131 crew. Shout out to the Wash Mob. Shout out to East Harlem. Shout out to 107 the Gold Rush crew. Dead End Kids, I'm first. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Money Tree crew. TRU, you heard Carver Mob, Junior Carver Mob. You know what I'm saying? Lehman. You know what I'm saying? Lehman Projects, FEB. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Shout out to Dawn, North Carolina. Everywhere we all grew up, a lot of us, we all grew up with some type of destruction, bro. We all got the same, I got the same story as Mother Man in a shelter. I got the same story. Some of youth jobs. Most of us was cashing out checks downtown Brooklyn. Same stories, bro. As we got older, we just yeah, CK gets a lot of information out. He does a great job because he's older and he's freed his mind from being just a jail guy that want to talk about jail and live a jail persona, politics and all. He's not. He's into getting money. If you want to get some legal money, I got you. I met Corey for some of my people. These dudes is official. And I mean official. These dudes I know for 20 years. And they ain't homies. But they're not. These are the same dudes that's not gonna touch your fingertips if they see you now. They don't mess with everybody. They don't deal with everybody. That's just them. You know what I'm saying? So, us as a community, for those that know better, that's all that jail talk. That's them jail. He can only call them that based off of jail stories. You know what I'm saying? But in the real world, he's doing great. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's just jail stories. Everybody takes a jail story the way they take it. But in the real world, we see in real life what Corey's doing, and that's what I think matters. Exactly. When we see what somebody's doing in real life, it doesn't. We don't care about what he did 20 years ago and what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? We don't care about that. You're saying that from a jail perspective. We're talking about real life. We're watching this man go to work. We're watching him get people jobs. We're watching him with the OSHA. We're watching this. This isn't a man just telling us a story about how he cut 5 guys in the court pen. You know what I'm saying? We don't care about that no more. It's an entertaining story, but we care about now. We care about the now. Because we're not in jail, the politics is different. Don't be a liar. Don't be a sneak thief. Don't owe me money gambling. Don't mess with the G's. Don't join a gang. The world is small, but in the streets, it's an even playing field. You know what I'm saying? Is he a stand-up dude? Yeah. We see it. When my man first hit me up about Corey King, he said about the rap stuff. He said nothing about this Damu shit. He was like, nah, yo, put Corey King on there because Corey King got music. He doing the music thing, Zeke. I no doubt. You know what I'm saying? The pictures that Corey put up about years ago about his cousin Prime and all them, that circle. So if you know, you know. As crazy as it sound, I know 70% of that circle. And I'm not street fam. I'm not none of that. I know 70% of that circle. If you know, you know. Know what I'm saying? See, I was there. I was there when my man first came to me. Was like, yo, son, before I got booked in 08, like, yo, Zeke, I'm at the bar. It was a new thing on the streets called sour diesel. That's what everybody was talking about. I think Noriega and Dame Grease made a song about it. I don't know if it was a new thing, but it was a thing. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Carson leave that gang shit alone anyway. It doesn't matter. She doesn't matter. That lace dub, Cardi B. Why? I'm worth $20 million. Do you think I'm a run around here and cut somebody just to be like, I want to be in the whip? It's over. Yeah. And it's all good. But it's all good. Now, yep, remember the Sour Diesel song? Yep, and it was Max B. Facts. It was Noriega made one and Max B. That sour was just kicking in. I don't know if it was I don't smoke weed, but after that, I was up top and that sour was going crazy. 010, 011, 012, 09, and all that. It was crazy. Free Max B, man. Yo, check out Fat Joe. He had a video with Max. You know what I'm saying? Because Max called him. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Fat Joe, Joey Crack, BX. You know what I'm saying? Force you up. So this is my first interview. This is my first joint, and this is my first joint, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shout out, yo! I'm gonna tell you what's dope. I seen something today, man. Fly Ty, that's Kev Webb brother, man. He brought Mikey B a BMW. That's his co-defendant, bro. It gets no realer than that. I've been home since 2011. Yo, it gets no realer than that. These two dudes was co-defendants. Mikey B home, follow up, Mikey B. He's home. You know, shout out to Northside, shout out to GM family. You know, Feed Kev Webb. Yeah, yeah, Kev Force on too, but you know Kev Force was getting money before all that. So now he back to, he just low, you know what I'm saying? He's just out the way, bro, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Well, you know what I'm saying? That just took off, bro. You know what I'm saying? When my man was telling me a story, I said, wow, I always be around the beginning of something. That's crazy. Then I always get locked up or something crazy, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, man. He was just telling me this story one day. He's like, yo, they about to make a move or something. What? Boom. They took it to the top, man. Definitely shout out to Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy, Brownsville, East New York, Riverdale, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Marcus Garvey Village, you already know, Bergen and Dean and all that, you know what I'm saying? Saratoga. Yeah, son, exactly. And it's funny, right? See how we having a conversation now? We have to look at a lot of people have transitioned from the streets that did something that was great. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it'd be great for the culture. I think it'd be great for the culture to have an interview because it's just like being on Hot 97 or 105, right? You go to Hot 97, you're on a promo run. But the whole thing is when you're doing these interviews, promote your brand, promote what you're doing. Just don't sit there to go, well, I'm here to speak. And you promote your brand. Yo, I got a book coming out. I'm supposed to be in the movie. This is what the promo runs are for, to let y'all know. Promo runs, when you're doing these sites, copy. Debbie shout out to Southern Belle. She knocked out. Shout out, you know what I'm saying? She knocked out. She even know I'm down here doing this. But W salute, man. You're on a promo run. You're not sitting there to yo and this, that, and I gotta, like I said, speak about yourself. Everything else will fall into place. Promote yourself. You put me on your platform, I'm promoting my brand. You listen, this is what I'm doing, this is my new thing I'm doing. I got a couple good ideas. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because it's just like Charlamagne the God. He give dudes donkey of the day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out to Stack Stone and Man Do, man. You know what I'm saying? W salute to Stack Stone, did Man Do, you know what I'm saying? W shout out to my man Mikey Blow Dollars. And my man Mafia AK, get in tune. Download the app. Reflex. The show is Underworld Radio on Sundays with official Mafia AK. Definitely get in tune. Or AK Mafia, get in tune. Good people over there, man. You do this for the culture. You know what I'm saying? Somebody hit my inbox about something. What the name? Talking about how it was. Where I was from, we had a line of respect, so we wasn't killing each other for the bag. And there was a lot of money for the bag. We had more fun. We played sports. There's championships. There's championships that's been run while dudes have $1 million blocks. Championships playing football leagues in Walker. And all the things that everybody else is talking about. 125th Grand Tune, on them same scenes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about Killer Kev. Yeah. I'm trying to get Frank, man. Frank me the other day, but I think I flaked out on him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Nobody worry about Killer Kev, man. Killer Kev was mad about a situation that me and Weston was doing because he didn't know that somebody put him in a beef years ago. He didn't know because somebody was just talking crazy. He got caught up. So everybody that was there, I was taking shots at. So he realized it months later, like, but never that. Never that. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the whole moral of the story. That's what I mean. People say some certain things and that's emotional. You know what I'm saying? Like my man Killer B make me laugh. Shout out to Killer B the Stone. That's my man. He's like, yo, Zeke, what's up, man? Remember that story I was telling you? When you know what I'm saying? He was telling us a story that happened in Collins with the rapper. He's like, yeah. I booked stuff for his chain. That's my man Killer B. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, Killer B was popping. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy. And I knew Killer B before he caught the 12. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to IV. You know what I'm saying? One of the original Billies. Like I just told you, man, just people don't know you, they can say anything. You'd be surprised who I know. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make me famous. It doesn't make me no better, but all my dudes is doing good. My man IV doing good. My man D doing good. Everybody doing good. We're doing positive. We learn from the streets. It's still, some people look at this dynamo thing as really a brotherhood, but you just can't fuck with everybody. Eric, you just can't. So I'm still down, like my man, like I'm still down move, but I don't mess with them dudes, bro. But we family over here. You know what I'm saying? We family over here. The only ones, and this happens in the yard, the only ones that get caught up in all that craziness are the ones that want to be in the loop. Exactly. The ones that want to be in the loop. Because you don't know who knows who. Look, my man Killer B, he me one day. Yo, guess what I spoke to? Who? What? Such and such. Yeah, we was reminiscing about the Collins thing, no doubt. Whoa, that's crazy, Zeke. Boom. My man Killer B. You know what I'm saying? He spoke to Killer Kev about the Collins thing. They had a conversation. Yo, that's dope. You put it up in the Queens flip joint. Now, what's crazy is he didn't know I knew him. And he was like, oh shit, Zeke know him. Zeke know him. Oh, Zeke he know him. Oh, I did. You know what I'm saying? Oh, these dudes know Zeke for a long time because Zeke is just Zeke. I'm not extra. I'm not dramatic. But people will say is Zeke's a funny guy. Zeke make you laugh. Zeke be drunk, start bugging out. I hang out with ever heard the song Bloody Money? Noriega brings up his cousin, Alley Cat. Shout out to Southside Queens. That's my boy, Chopper. You know what I'm saying? That's my boy, Chopper. So I be around all of them, you know what I'm saying? I be around people, kids and all that. I'm not gonna mention the kids. I be around a lot of these rappers' kids. And because my man, that's his family. But y'all don't know because I have respect, you know what I'm saying? When I'm around somebody's moms and all that, I don't go live, you know what I'm saying? Because if they're not putting their moms and sisters and aunts on screens, I shouldn't be doing it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's my man Alley Cat. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to 116 from 5 H Money Bags and all that. My man Chopper, my man Black, you know what I'm saying? My man Butter. You know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to everything on 115. My man Zoe, you know what I'm saying? You hear me? Oh man, what time zone I'm in? I'm in Central. I'm in the Central, you know what I'm saying? And that's what this is about, man. It's not about me being the biggest guy or with the illest story or me being the real. It's just me being me. You know what I'm saying? I had a conversation with somebody, right? I had a conversation with somebody. And it was like, Zeke, you know, you did a lot of videos shouting East Harlem out on IG years ago. And everybody be in the chat, a lot of people was Puerto Ricans and everybody in the chat, the blacks, and everybody be reminiscing about the good old days. And then it was dope to see Ted Smooth and DJ Chillwood from the East Side and DJ Demo do that battle. That was dope because it brought the East Side love back, bro. Because we don't have a situation, when people die, but we don't have those animosities. Like, yo, we don't go over there because he killed my homie, or we was having drive-by shootings. That wasn't going on. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't going on. So, and that's what it is. We're speaking from an adult perspective. What's going on with the young boys? We can only imagine what they're going through. We can only imagine what they're going through. Because remember, we grew up with parents, some of us, whose parents wanted to be Muslim or Black Panthers. or was some type of militant or follow the militant group. These kids is growing up with their grandmother's blood or Crip or she's OG or OYG or she's B, you know what I'm saying? So they're growing up, a lot of them dudes is growing up and they done had 12 stepfathers already. They got 4 or 5 brothers and sisters. Daddy's up north, stepdaddy, he got a perk problem. Uncle Love, he sniffed, you know what I'm saying? It's too much going on, man. Every Friday night music blasting, kids running wild, you know what I'm saying? And that's what you do, bro. That's what let me say something. Let me tell you what kept the peace, Eric Harris. It wasn't that it was just sports. We had a football team that had players from 12, 15 blocks. So what happens is if the players play on the same team from 15 different blocks, it kept peace in the hood. Rock was like, yo, Zeke, you right. Because that's what made peace for me. Yeah, Rock, yeah, we all fuck with each other. We young niggas. Okay, Jeff fuck with us because they're on the football team. Okay, Jeff fuck with Wash. And Wash fuck with, like, you know what I'm saying? With football, there was structure. Shout out to my man Sugar Hill Tone, Free Sugar Hill Tone, 141. He had a football team that brought unity on the east side. And he's from the west side. He's from Sugar Hill. Shout out to 141, you heard? B-Way Slay. I'm giving you some history right now. This is why we wasn't killing each other, because you had the dead end kids on First Street. You had chasing them. Chase Scott, JG, they was from Wash. Then you had niggas from Carver. You had Joe Blow in them. You know what I'm saying? You had some dudes from Carver. You had my man, some little Chris and Ralph from Taft. You had, you know what I'm saying? You had the whole. So this is the East Side. Dudes from Wagner was on Sugar Hill football team. Dudes on my block, Tyree, Mikey, Hector, they all was on the squad. You know what I'm saying? So this kept peace in the hood. Because after the game, everybody hang out with each other. So now, if there's a beef within the young cats, it gets settled faster, you hear me? Yeah, it got settled faster. What happened now is the Father's Day events, the birthday parties are being controlled with the gang activity. So now what happens is people are shooting up block parties, not because the block is at war, it's because something happened in jail. And hoods is at war, or you might be a play got nothing to do with. And that's what you have to realize. You have to take the outside influence out the jail when it comes to your blocks. Take control of your blocks. I understand y'all do what you do in jail, but you're not doing that here. You have to take that off the blocks. You're allowing an outsider who never been to your block to control the violence on your block. That's the problem. My block was never like that. My block, when you came up from jail, you was even if you was trying to claim, they found a way to keep the homies, you know what I'm saying, in line. And I'm saying it in line to the fact that we all can play together, you know what I'm saying? It was you know what I'm saying? And that's how it went down. There was homies on my block, but there was a line of respect. They didn't make them soft. It was just a line of respect. You're going to respect the people that's going to feed you. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't an outside influence where they big homie was sending shots from over here. And that's what happens. You have to take your communities back. You got to tell dudes, I understand you was doing this up top, but that's not going on this block. Because by y'all not taking control of that, this is why people are robbing old ladies. This is why cell phones are getting snatched. Yo, boy, I remember we used to be in front of my building. My man used to give us the speech of the day. Our parents live in this building. I don't want none of these people in the building. So we'll tell them, yo, cop and go, get out of here. You can't be here. You know what I'm saying? You can't be here. It was, you know what I'm saying? When the kids came from school, we'll go to 96th Street and play basketball. Out of respect, it wasn't because of disrespect. You can't be in the lobby with a line of people. You got kids coming home from school, bro. The old, you know what I'm saying? This was simple things that didn't have to be spoken about. Do I say that some dudes, okay, you know what I'm saying? Or if we was outside, the traffic got moved around. It wasn't like we just did not care. So this is why people wasn't calling 911 all day. We had scanners. Of course we will call, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't bad. It was, but like I told you, when you have a plug-in with Tenant Patrol, you would never lose. When I think about Kaz's case, he got that conspiracy, man. If he got caught up real bad, man, he gonna do some time. That Fed thing is different, man, because when they snatch you, they really connect all the dots. So they make it hard for you to beat your case. It's just what route he gonna take. You know, he's a felon, so they're gonna use that against him. I never knew what an 851 was or whatever that was, but they're gonna put that over his head. Okay, your minimum is 10, but if you have felonies, we're gonna hit you with this. And this is why dudes is telling. Because then they hit you with they change their categories when they put some type of paper in when they go about your past felonies. So he has past felonies. So that's what they're gonna use over his head now. with the past felonies, that might give him an extra 5 or 10. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So he may be looking at 10 years just as the minimum. If he cop out with a good judge might go, well, you know, I feel good. Here, take this. Then you have some that'll be like, okay, but you got this felony. So if they want to testify, if you don't take these other felonies, which is valid, we're gonna throw that in the mix and we're gonna turn that 10 to 30. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna ask for 30. So we can't be mad at Mel Matrix who got 15 to 12. He locked up. Past felon too. You know what I'm saying? He locked up. We can't be mad at that. You think Shotty's mad? He has a past felony. You know, he like, woo, I got 15. Because you know, with a messed up judge, he got like 20 for that. Shout out to Crown Court TV, man. Yeah, so that's what I mean. Forms of communication. That's all it was. So, and I know because I never had a chance to really speak on the topic. Do I think a lot of the not the trolls that is jumping into all crazy, but a lot of the trolls that's donating. Y'all, what happens is when you donate to me, I just people try to keep that content that people donate to. So we have to keep that in mind. That some people are paying for this. They paying for this 1090 shit online. A lot of these guys feed into that. I'm not saying Bosley, because Bosley don't give a fuck. I give him credit for that. He does not care. But even Scheme don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Definitely don't wish bad luck on nobody, man. I wish, I was there before. I understand what Scheme's going through. And I hope he get through that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Scheme. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, this was what they did was cop out. You know what I'm saying? He probably said, okay, but they had a good judge. They had a liberal judge who felt like, you know what? I understand these struggles. I understand the 80s. They got caught up. I'm not gonna be like a conservative judge that feel they should just get the maximum. And he gave them liberal sentences. You know how that go? You got some judges, 20 years, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? The max says 30, your minimum says 30, 30. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And that's just how that go. Yeah, MLB was smart, man. Yo, sometimes you have to be, some people are tired of being in jail. You're in jail for 20 years, they're telling you, listen, you cop out without telling, and the most you get is 8. Well, give me that. Nobody wants to sit in jail, bro. Yeah, I think 45, he in the street somewhere. See, he quiet. He quiet somewhere. He quiet. I said the picture of him, he was home. I think he home. I think I said a picture of him home. But if he home, he's definitely quiet. He quiet because you know why? Dudes is tired of being in jail. Jail is not a place of glory. You know what I'm saying? We got caught up in the mass incarceration era. We got caught up in the era where everybody went to jail. Some went for short term, some went for long term. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So we all know. So some of these stories are entertaining to hear, but we want to watch, see the transition. Like, damn, they transition to something great. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, man, you have to just, you know, like I said, this YouTube thing is a great thing. It's a money maker. You can grab a lot of money. But I would say don't make the content about you. Because when you make the content about you, people start taking shots at you. You got to keep in mind a lot of people that you guys want to interview, there's a lot of people that don't like them. That don't like them. We can't forget about the victims. So when you interview somebody, you may have a nephew or grandson who might just hate you. So every time you make some content, he'll look out to find some dirt on you to throw in your comments. You gotta keep that in mind. We're speaking to guys that allegedly shot at people, or killed people. So there's not a lot of people that, just like we love them, there's a lot of people that don't love them. So what we need to do, what I think I'm gonna start doing is we have this talk about the past and we're gonna talk about the future. Where we're gonna go. We do need more cops. We need more firemen. We need more sanitation men. We do need more black businesses, but we have to get there. We have to stop looking at each other as enemies. But that's gonna take a process, you know what I'm saying? Because we've been through so much. We have to stop There's so much we have to stop. But one thing we definitely got to do is take control of our communities. Take the control of the gangs in New York. Listen, let's begin it. I know what you was doing in jail. Relax. You know what I'm saying? Yo, my projects have a thing called Father's Day. They have a Father's Day event every year in Washington Projects. They never shot that joint up yet. You know, Brownsville had a good run with it. Somebody died. So again, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to the brother that died. You know what I'm saying? The gang culture, once you take the gang from the prison mind state to the streets is different. That's where we messed up at. Your big homie that got 7 soldiers in your building, he's not from your block, so he's not gonna understand your block. You hear me? He's just gonna tell you, yo, he's a plate, that food's a plate, and what happens is this is what brings balance to your block. Somebody who's from your block don't want the block hot. Who the hell wants to make their block hot? Who wants the police kicking their doors while they're the big homie? Who wants that? So, the anchor man. Yeah, when they built S Block, they didn't build that because that was to help us. You just had a bunkie. They just found a way to get more federal dollars to build a prison within a prison. Last I knew, they had their own commissioner, a guy that was commissioner for the S Blocks. But what does it do? But what did it do to a lot of people psychologically? I did 90 days in the box and I was, so imagine me doing 2 years in the box, 3 years in the box, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it drives you crazy, man. Some dudes now are still, it makes you, some people now are still huffing to be around large crowds, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because jail is backwards, man. If you're a gangster and you're in population, people look at you like you're soft. But if you're in the box, you're a gangster. So now if you're in a jail that has visits, chiller visits, and you don't want to go to the box because your family get to see you, other people look at you like, yo, he's soft, he a sucker, man. Why? Because, man, he ain't putting no work in. He ain't going to the box. So no matter what you do, you will be judged. You can't care what people think. So I'm supposed to sit in the box to prove that I'm a gangster. And I think a lot of work that was put in up north was for dudes was proving that they was gangsters. And after a while, they got addicted to that hype of just putting in pain. But that pain had consequences. It had something called the box. Before S Block, they had the other joint. You know what I'm saying? They still got the other joint. You know what I'm saying? They had the boxes, and that jail that's specifically a box. Then they started making the S Blocks. So you got to be mindful, man. There's no winner in that. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know I got to go to work in a couple of hours, but I had to give up this live, man. You see where I'm at? I'm in my basement, clean hallways, clean walls. And I just want to give it this Joel Santana, man. One thing about journalism is you look for that one thing that's going to spark the people. You know what I'm saying? That one comment then got me over 10,000 views. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't a calculated coward move. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't you try to back somebody against the wall. And I salute Disco, you know what I'm saying? He definitely gave me an interview. I appreciate that, you know what I'm saying? Definitely appreciate it. I hope him all the best, man. I hope he's doing the right thing, man. You know what I'm saying? He also did an interview on Reflex Radio. Download the app on Underworld Radio. I kept saying underground. It's Underworld Radio. Disco, you know what I'm saying? It's information. Yeah, he wasn't playing when I looked for the 3 to 9 and took that to 26 years, man. Dudes wasn't playing, man. That's serious, man. To come home to how it is now is crazy. You'd have thought by now these dudes would have been into the rackets, construction, they'd have had their hands in it. You know what I'm saying? You do 26 years and it's just like, we got nowhere. 26 years in the mafia, they was into cement, they was into construction, they was into The bathrooms I go to construction sites, they was into. You understand what I'm saying? That didn't go nowhere. Imagine doing 26 years and there's not a dime move that's on the union, like a vice president of one of these unions. Yeah, he's a warrior, bro. He's definitely a warrior, man. American Links was popping. And I think that's the thing that hurts. When you went crazy for something to come home and it's just like it didn't have no progress. There's no progress in this. Why am I like this? This didn't get me nowhere. It didn't move. The box, it didn't move. I sat in the box and it just sat in the box. Mind you, when he left, that wasn't in the streets. He come home, that's in the streets, but it's just like there's 1,000 dudes and we're not making no moves. Yeah, Disco get. Hell yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Even Walmart, they're hiring people to be like digital shoppers. They're paying them like $15, $16 an hour. Now, what I'm about to tell you about to blow your mind. Y'all love them in New York State, right? If you're getting paid $20 to $22 an hour, but you live in Alabama or you live in Mississippi, that's like $1 million, bro. The cost of living is cheaper. The cost of living is cheaper. Just even here in Missouri, the cost of living is cheaper. You don't have to stay in a small box. You can move around. You can go to the Atlantic Coast somewhere. You can go anywhere. Why stay fucked up because you want to take pictures on the stoop? Yo, son, we still in the building. I'm still out here. I'm outside. Why? It's not, you know what I'm saying? How's it could do? Exactly. Y'all can get it right, man. Yeah, because dudes, they couldn't deal with themselves, man. See, one thing about the box is it make you deal with yourself, your reality. And some dudes don't want to deal with the reality that I messed up. I should have just copped out. Listen, a lot of these dudes did a lot of time because they chose to go to trial. A lot of these cases was, listen, take this 10. They offered my man Streets. My man Streets, he offered him 10 flat, bro. He said no. He went all the way and got 44. Yeah, so they can't deal with the reality. Like, why did I put myself here? Now I gotta depend on people in the street. Now I gotta deal with this, and I can't get comfortable because I'm gang related, and I got so much beef, and it's just too much, bro. It's just too much, man. I'm gonna say, you know what I'm saying? It's spooky, right? It's spooky hours. It's real spooky right now. Yo, find something in the world of Crown Court TV, man. Find something legal to do. You know what I'm saying? People got to think about that, man. You don't have to react to everything and think everything's a conspiracy theory. Yeah, even when they put you in a double cell with somebody, it still has you in the mental, puts you someplace else mentally, bro. Just imagine what I just told you, right? Yeah, I'm about to be out too, man. I gotta get to the workplace, man. This show is just me speaking. This show is just me speaking. It's not about me throwing shots and darts. I'm just had to touch on something that need to be touched on. I want to ask Tankhead a question because it was a situation that I was a part of, that I was supposed to be a part of. And there was no other way for me to get in contact with Tankhead. This wasn't a calculated coward move, as they say. This wasn't about cowards calculating math. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's all it is, man. Shout out, that was a great interview. And you gotta allow people to be. Yeah, but I just have to be in the crib, man. I mean, at the joint, man. I hope y'all like it though, man. I'm starting going live down here, you know what I'm saying? This is downstairs. This is we had wifey's party down here. It was nice too. We was jamming. It really is. I heard they changed it. I heard they're making some changes in New York State as we speak. But I'm not trying to find out. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So with that being said, man, y'all have a blessed morning. Just think about this. Think about things. Look at the newspaper, see what's going on with that crypto stuff, you know what I'm saying? Thank you know what I'm saying? And let's get in tune, man, you know what I'm saying? Like I told you, man, I moved here because me and wife was having a long distance relationships. When I came here the last time, before COVID, might as well stay. You know what I'm saying? Because me and my partner, we started being partners in the moving thing because of a situation that happened with somebody who passed away, who I'm not gonna talk about. And I said, you know what? I might as well just try, start life over again. I started off life over again, and I've been chilling. Living the time of my life, you know what I'm saying? Because where I live at is the nice part of the city of St. Louis. I live in what they call Central West End. Y'all can Google that, you know what I'm saying? So where I live at is compared to Manhattan. There's a lot of universities over here. It's cool. It's dope. I live right across the street from Forest Park, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to St. Louis, man. So I'm having the time of my life, you know what I'm saying? And I'm enjoying life, enjoying happiness. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, check out all the content, everybody content. And it's all love, man. But like I said, if you want to get to journalism, if you're going to make the content about you, just expect that people are going to take shots at you. Or, critique you. What they do. So you do your best not to make yourself the content, but make content, to talk about something to make people talk about. That's what content is. Exactly. That's what content is. Being a content creator, like good example, lately there's been a lot of influencing. What an influencer is somebody that influences other people to try to duplicate your content. Well, I said a comment, but Bossy was Bossy video. There's been at least 10 or 12 videos that's been made because of that one comment. Or that video, forget the comment, but the video that he made with Tankhead. So you know what that means? That Bossy was a great influencer. YouTube looks at that. You know why? Because if all those, out of 15 videos, if they all was monetized, they love that. You're making us money. If all the guys that made videos, even the ones that made a video talking crazy about Bosley and me, if there was monetized videos, that's a good look for Bosley. Oh, you put a great, just like the disco thing. That's a good look with if 80 or 90% of the videos, everybody's monetized. That means you're an influencer. That means you're making us dollars. Like Queen's Flip at one point in time, heavy on the YouTube thing. You're making us dollars when Definitely Cloud Chaser shares the content, when Ice Corleone shares the content, when Bullet Scotty speaks on the content, and it's all monetized. Understand the money game. I can't. This is something that I think a lot of you don't understand is the money game. So from here, all Boss gonna do is go up. He'd be a fool to waste his time going back and forth with anybody he makes a video about. You're wasting time because that's where the influencing is gonna leave. You want to keep making content where somebody goes, yo, this is my take on what Bossy said. This is my take on it. Definitely. So this is business, man. Never personal, man. This is business, never personal. That's why you don't see me. I don't have to make the crazy slant. I don't have to make this is business, man. I got 10,000 monetized views. You know what I'm saying? Because my name came up in 5 videos. Zeke, yo, Zeke. That's all promotion. Even one that the disco video that gained another 2,000 views. What the hell, yo, Melissa was chilling. You ain't never lied, American Link. What the hell? These dudes is talking about, but boom, it's monetized. Go. It's money. As long as you see them commercials, it's monetized videos, bro. And that's all they care about. With that being said, business never personal. Have a good night. Check out the replay. Shout out to my man Julio Ortiz at 100th Street, East Harlem, El Barrio. Follow my man Ted Smooth. His birthday party was dope at the Bistro. I've been there before at the Bistro. Definitely brick by brick. Shout out to the Bistro. Fat Joe was outside. Shout out to Master Z. Your man Kenny Burke was out there, you know what I'm saying? You already know, you know what I'm saying? know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know. I touched on that in the video. He thought that me and Bosley put together a calculated move when it wasn't a calculated move. It's just something I wanted to know. Yeah, I know. I seen it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just because when he reacted in an emotional way without seeing it all the way through. Yeah, I seen it already. I seen it, bro. He reacted in an emotional way without seeing it through. I was asking Tankhead an actually innocent question because I was a part of a situation that dealt with Tankhead. Definitely. That's all it was, bro. You know what I'm saying? But that's what happens when you react emotionally before seeing things through. I had a reason to ask him that question. You know what I'm saying? What's up? And he never answered it. He just said, yo, whatever, and that's it. He didn't touch on that. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, because I was a part of a situation that dealt with Tankhead. That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why. With that being said, 21 gun salute. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank you for being up with my craziness. Shout out to Julio Ortiz for making that happen. You know what I'm saying? Whatever how y'all put it, you know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why I want to know, bro. It's Billy Line, I just want to know some questions. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? He seen this video because you know why I'm looking for the truth? Because Tankhead is not coming online that's not his target. His name just came up. His target was the people he spoke about. Anybody that Tankhead spoke about day one, those were the people he was there to talk about. You know what I'm saying? He was just speaking about when his middle name came up. Oh, what? Because that wasn't his target. You know what I'm saying? His target was the people he spoke about. You know what I'm saying? But if son got something crazy about me, I'll bring this up. And son did exactly what he was supposed to do. Not say nothing crazy about him. Yo, I love you, you my bro. I say no more. So now we ain't got a problem. I ain't got to talk about that situation. You know what I'm saying? And that's all that was. That was him letting him know, yo, I don't got a problem with you. We could talk one-on-one offline, but I don't want to do that online. Say no more, bro. Then I'm gonna leave you alone. Exactly. Because Billy know. Billy Line know. There's a story behind that one. Billy Line know. So I'm not good. That's not even, you know what I'm saying? I just asked a question. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because they don't have a, but it's a weird story, but it's not a story for me to tell. He never answered the question, so I can't tell the story. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he'd have answered the question, I could add on to the story. But I gotta let Tankhead talk about that. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Because dudes know that was in the box. Anybody that was in the box know about that story. Exactly. That's all it was. Because Mel wasn't his target. You know what I'm saying? He just spoke about boom, how he feel about niggas. And he didn't go into why he feel this way about people. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And that because this whole thing is okay. I don't have to go because now I'm gonna throw this out here and see what y'all do next. And when you and what y'all do next, y'all gonna call for my hand. You know what I'm saying? Then my hand gonna go into that bag of tricks I got, the paperwork season shit. You know what I'm saying? He got a bag of paperwork. I'm gonna go into that. You know what I'm saying? But calculated moves, as they say. Keep your integrity intact, principles, morals, and everything else that come with it, right? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man, Smitty Dollars. Get in tune, follow him on YouTube, man. Shout out to Flatbush. Shout out to all my Crips out there, too. You know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to no calling Crips and all that, everything in Flatbush. Definitely my man, Demas. You know what I'm saying? My man, Six in Albany, you know what I'm saying? My man, Killer B, you heard? You know what I'm saying? We in the building, man. My man June Body from 163rd. My man Turtle Wise Brim. You know, now we giving it up, man. Shout out to my man Powerful PPM Records in Albany, man. That's my guy, man. Always try to do good for the hood, bro. He had a barbershop Onyx. He went and bought equipment, put his sons on, produced on the hood. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man DJ Chris Cool. Like, there's dudes that got money that tried to change lives. You know what I'm saying? that put dudes on conversations on how to do real estate. Shout out to my man Powerful, man. My man Powerful, room 518, you what? Pete, my nigga Master Pete. Shout out to my man that owned the Silver Slipper, Phil. You know what I'm saying? Phil owned the whole building and the parking lot and the garages. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. So we could do it, bro. Shout out to the Slipper right there on the Bully. Shout out to Aubrey. There's a lot of successful African Americans. It's just we got to start paying attention. You know what I'm saying? We ain't paying attention, then we're going to keep getting the results we getting. Money rules everything. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? That being said, shout out to Mac Mean, though. What? Shout out to Mac Mean. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, man, I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Good night. Support. So support anything, man. We're trying to turn from thinking about us to journalism, covering stories. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? So if covering a story is such and such got his head blasted off, this is the story that I'm covering and we can speak about it. Now you got somebody that jumps in the comments and they want to ask some questions, then let's go. That's how this goes. But to play with this media thing, you gotta have thick skin. You don't have thick skin, it's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll be wasting your own electricity doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Peace out, peace. I love you, man. Let me get out of here, man.